What's good, you guys? And I'm going to discuss about the first Descendant and what I personally feel about the state of the game and how the game is being. And this is just my personal take on this. And before I even started with this, take two things in consideration. So for one, take what I say with a grain of salt, because obviously everybody has their own opinions and everybody's opinion is welcome here. Two, I'ma have to make a good comparison with the first Descendant to Warframe because they're so similar in so many ways. So without further ado, I have a whole list here of stuff that I want to talk about personally with the first Descendant and what I kind of disagree with and agree with in a certain extent. So for one is the grinding. So many people saying that the grinding is too grindy, and the one word that I'm definitely going to say here is equivalent exchange. Why do I say that? Because with Warframe, it's really, really easy for you to get the materials, but it's a real pain in the butt to build them. Especially building a Warframe, because building a Warframe takes like 3 days in total. On the first Descendant, it's a lot easier for you to build majority of the stuff that you possibly would want, but it's a really, really pain in the butt to freaking get majority of the materials. Given if farming for the materials can get too outlandish, I've seen majority of the developers addressing and fixing the issue. I've seen that happen firsthand. Realistically, I feel majority of you guys at the end of the day is just simply lazy. Because yeah, given that the grinding, it can get difficult, but the developers and publishers themselves literally tried numerous ways to try to make it easier for newer players to hop into the game, and realistically, majority of the players didn't even bother to do that. I'm not saying it applies to every single person that's in the community in general. I'm just saying majority of the people didn't even bother to try. And then you just got completely different communities gonna complain, saying that, oh yeah, it's just a crazy amount of grinding, it's too hard, it's technically paid to win. No, it takes heart and dedication to do that. You have to be dedicated, you know? And I feel on what they're doing is they're trying to make the grinding last long enough for the next big content or the next big thing, I guess. So when it comes down with the grinding, it doesn't realistically bother me as much, but it does bother me that it bothers everybody else, you know? I want everyone to realistically have fun with this game too, because I'm having fun with this game. It's just, I don't understand why so many people are having such a difficult time trying to just grind their butts off like they did in Warframe, you know? And then don't even get me started with the content. So many people's like, oh yeah, they need more content. Oh, they need more stuff. There's nothing to do in the game. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do in the game. If anything, I'm gonna say it again, it's really, really similar to Warframe. There's special missions, there are infiltration missions, there are void vessels, there are Sigma sectors, there are, what's it called, like the newer ones, like breach tracking. There's a whole bunch of freaking stuff to do in the game. You know what I mean? I feel like when it comes down with that, majority of the gaming community in general simply need to be a lot more patient, because again, Warframe was like that especially when the game came out. Everybody was patient. Everybody took their time. They was like, okay, when the next update comes, we'll wait for it, and everybody was just happy with what they got. Compared to the first Descendant, where it's like, oh yeah, no, we want the next best thing. Oh yeah, y'all dropped this, that's cool, but yeah, we want more than that. Like, I feel like when it comes down with the community on this one, they're just a little bit more impatient. They just simply need to be a little bit more patient. There's another thing that I want to address too. Like, they're comparing other games with the first Descendant that are like 10 plus years old. That's not realistically fair to them. And then don't even get me started with this day and age, because compared to all the other games where realistically they didn't really have much competition in that specific genre, the first Descendant have a whole bunch of freaking competition now. Especially with a whole bunch of live service games just trying to take a crazy amount of chunk of your time, like Overwatch, Destiny, Warframe, obviously. There's gacha games like Arknight, I think it was like Arknight and Arknight Infield, Zenless Zone Zero. There's a whole lot more of live service games now that's just simply trying to take a lot of your time. So like, the fact that you are comparing a game that is 10 plus years old that had a lot of time to do what they realistically need to do and all the support in the world, comparing to a game that technically barely even lasted for almost like a half a year now, and is barely getting any support, and is barely given any time to realistically to do anything. It's bonkers, man. So if the first Descendant had the same amount of support and the same amount of time to at least do something, you know what I mean? I feel like this game would be something great. Regardless whether we like it or not, this game definitely has a whole bunch of potential. All right, so that was one list down. So there's a whole bunch of them to go. So I swear to goodness, I really hate these. I hate this word with a passion. I feel like what most people, they just take it out of proportion. Oh, it's a gooner game. It's a gooner game. It's a gooner game. Yeah, I understand. It is a gooner game, but don't pretend that majority of the games nowadays aren't. You see what I'm saying? So, Zenless Zone Zero, NTE, the new Star Wars that came out not too long ago, Marvel Rivals, freaking Stellar Blade, freaking Cold Violet, and especially freaking Warframe. You wanna act like freaking goddamn Varuna and Wisp don't freaking exist? Are you kidding me? And don't even get me started with the freaking heirloom skins. I feel like with certain games, they can get away with certain things like that because majority of the time they play it safe. In Warframe in particular, the reason why they can get away with it majority of the time because they're not realistically dealing with actual people. You see what I'm saying? You're technically dealing with synthetic alien robots from space. So they're not going to realistically be offended by that more than anything. But I'm not going to lie. Let me stop myself because I'm feeling like I'm getting off topic here. I feel like the problem is with me is like, whenever you guys come across something like that within a completely different game, you'd be like, oh yeah, cool, oh snap, they could have that in it, oh snap, okay, never mind, y'all move on. You see what I'm saying? While with the first Descendant, whenever they do shit like that, I feel like every single time y'all just egg it on like every freaking time, and I'm like, are you freaking serious? Just let it go, like, you know what I mean? Just move on. And I'm not gonna hold you, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, like, to be realistic, comparing to last year, because if I can remember what TFD did last year, majority of their stuff were pretty tame and they kept it safe majority of the time. But recently, over the past couple months this year, I feel like they're being a little bit more bold with it, which I could definitely agree with you guys there. They definitely do need to chill out. But just simply making that the divine like core of what the game actually is, knowing that it's not that, you know what I mean? Now that what irks me, and that's what pisses me off the most. And it actually reminds me of a couple of my friends were talking about like not too long ago. It's only gonna take a couple of individuals to go down that road and take it there. And I honestly feel like it's just simply ruining it for everybody else who's just simply want to enjoy the game. I technically only got like 2 more on the list, so I'm gonna try to go through them as quickly as possible. The economy of the whole game is outlandish as hell, and it definitely does need to freaking change. No one is not realistically gonna spend 70, 80, 90 to damn near almost $100 just to get one specific bundle. Most people feel obligated to do so because realistically, if you don't, who knows if you're ever gonna freaking see that specific bundle again. And I'm definitely using these as an example. The Christmas skins that happened like a year ago and the Halloween skins that happened in like a year ago, we practically damn near never seen them again. What they need to do is do what Warframe is doing. Despite of them doing specific bundles, regardless, you could still buy majority of their cosmetic later on. And obviously every now and again, Warframe occasionally usually revisits those bundles or skins later on. The only ones that they don't usually do is the heirloom skins. It's kind of hard for TFD specifically to do that because majority of the time they end up really focusing on either doing premium skins or exclusive skins. And that's why most people suggested more universal skins, because for one, they're realistically getting tired of their favorite character getting left out. 2, it's a lot easier because yet again, like I stated before, every single character isn't missing on that specific event or specific holiday. And to be honest with you, I think that's where they made most of their revenue last year. So regardless, I feel like when it comes down to the economy in the game in general, I think that's just simply a work in progress. All right, so I'm gonna go through the last list. The number one thing that they definitely do need to work on, it's its own community, and not only just the gaming community, their own community. It's like so many gaming communities just come into this game just to simply see this game fail, especially I think in like last April. It was like, oh, this game about to shut down, da da da, and it technically damn near broke my heart, cause at that point I never seen like anything that was just so controversial, or even just a game that just simply just gotten hated so freaking much. And yeah, I do understand the developers and directors are part of the problem, like, because majority of the time, especially on their dev lives and stuff, like they don't realistically listen to their community. And I feel like that's where majority of the gaming community in general and them as a whole is getting some type of like huge disconnect. I am going to end up using an example here. So if so many people literally complaining to them saying that they need to optimize their game, because I feel like with the first Descendant specifically, that's usually their main problem. There is no ifs, there's no ands, and there's no buts. They need to optimize the game to make it a little bit more playable. And that's in damn near almost every freaking system, including PC. Because I could definitely guarantee you this, if they would have actually listened to the community, especially with the optimization thing, they wouldn't realistically have to worry about player count. And I cannot stress this enough. I'm not saying that applies to every single person that actually plays this game, because generally there are definitely certain individuals in the TFD community that actually want to see this game succeed, and obviously it's all possible if they get the proper support. So I'm gonna definitely say this for the developers and publishers. I'm gonna definitely tell you guys this, right? You do not realistically have to listen to every single person, because regardless, at the end of the day, we do not know how to make freaking video games. But you do definitely need to address the issue if an issue do occur, and you need to find some type of way to resolve that situation. If anything, you definitely do need to find some type of common ground with the community themselves. And this is technically not on the list, but I'm gonna add it because I literally just reminded myself about it, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a personal thing with me, and it irks me. And this is specifically for the Serena mains. I'm not gonna hold you. So come close. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna speak my mind. Hold on, come on. Serena does not need to be in every exclusive bundle. She is straight, Brody. So many other characters could have gotten that spot. And if y'all boys want proof, guess what? I literally looked up mad shit on my computer, and I literally put majority of the freaking bundles that we had so far, including some of the stuff from last year, in a list. So freaking, she was in the Halloween bundle, she was definitely in the Christmas bundle, she was in the Selexar versus the A-Team bundle, she was in the freaking goddamn Retro bundle, and then she was also in the Cowboy bundle. And then she was in the Smoky Diva bundle, and then she's even in the Sports of Albion bundle, which are all exclusive, by the way. So the only exclusive bundle that she specifically got left out on was the freaking Assassin bundle. Serena does not need to be in every bundle, Brody. I think Serena is good. And yes, I get it. Everybody likes playing Serena. Majority of their player base mostly plays that character. But let other characters shine, dude. Sooner or later, she's gonna have to get cut out in one of these exclusive bundles, sooner or later. So I'm gonna definitely say this. On the Goddess of Albion bundle that's coming out next week, I can realistically see her in that bundle. And there's some bundles down the line, I could definitely see her in those bundles. I'm okay with it. But anything beyond that, I do not want to see her face in any of those other bundles. I swear to Christ, she's straight. She does not need it anymore. She's good. They made sure that Serena was in goddamn every single one of them, and I'm really getting sick of it. I am sorry. If anything, Nell, Daya, and Harris need them more, because they damn near have the least cosmetics in the game. And that's what I realistically wanted to talk about. I'm kind of glad that I did this, because over the past couple of months, I had majority of opinions about majority of this stuff, especially with this game. But for some reason, like, I just decided to hold my tongue, and you know what I mean? And I just kept it bottled up for too long. So not only am I glad to share majority of what I feel about it with you guys, I'm also glad that the fact that I was able to somehow lift it majority of the weights off my shoulders. So I'm technically at peace now. And with that, I'm gonna log off. So with that, I hope you guys have a good day. And if you like this video, obviously, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I do reviews, videos, PvP matches, streams, and more. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitch account because I stream on those platforms as well. Everything should be in the description box below. Peace.